Okay, this is my video for the Angular homework, just to display the functionality of the program. Here is my first post. Submit shows up over here as post number 1, and then I can go, here is my second post. Hit submit, post number 2. Same thing goes with whatever I want to type in here, submit, post number 3. So then to switch over to my VS Code, just to kind of go down the rubric here, component creation, you can see I have the app directory that contains my header, and then another post directory which contains the list and post components. For the interface, we have here just this simple post interface to type check the ID and content, just making sure that they're both strings. And then for the data binding, and I believe it's in here, maybe it's in the list. You can see that when the list component grabs the or when the array is sent over to the list component, it grabs each post and creates a new expansion header and title for each of those posts, and obviously throws the content in there. And then that is achieved using the event emitter. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. Right here. So right here, this is in the post component, and it's just outputting the post when the submit button is clicked. And then in here, it's just finding the posts and storing them in that array that the HTML file is then cycling through to create each of the drop downs. And then using the forms for the post submission, basically just use the submit post function, and it just sends the data over the event emitter. And then the styling and layout, here is my styles.css, just some pretty simple CSS stuff. Just setting the width, just setting the width 48%, and then the posts to 50%, and then having them side by side for the layout. That was I was having trouble figuring that out, but eventually got to work. And then honestly, when I was going through the project, I was using the images a lot to help with my like layout and creation. The header definitely helped just to see that that was working correctly. And then one of the hardest parts about it was, one, getting the forms to go to get the forms side by side. For a while, the posts were just falling under here, but I was looking at it, and like I was having them float right, and it was I really couldn't figure it out, but it was because I had the what do you call it, the mat I had the mat cards inside a div, and that was throwing everything off. So not exactly sure why I deleted the div, and then everything else, or then the expansion card class was then sent over to the right side. So that was probably, I spent the most time figuring that out. So yeah.